What's up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going on a journey where we unlock the secrets of your digital financial universe, where every second could mean the difference between fortune and misfortune. Today, we're diving deep into crypto to reveal the truths that will shift your understanding of money. While we've seen cryptocurrencies soar, there's a dark cloud over the industry: uncertainty. How do we navigate this fog? Is there a beacon of clarity? Today, we'll not only identify these pressing issues, but also shine a light on the solutions that could redefine your crypto strategy. From the staggering $400 million in XRP DEX volume to the whispers of a blockchain revolution, we'll explore the path forward. First, we're going to dive into XRP, who has set the cryptocurrency market ablaze with a whopping $400 million in decentralized exchange volumes this January. But what does that mean in the surge for you? Is XRP on the brink of a new era? Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has been vocal, suggesting that this might just be the beginning. And we'll also be going over the European Central Bank's president has made headlines by confidently citing Bitcoin will never grace the reserves of central banks. But in this era of digital finance, should we take this one at face value? Or is there a future where cryptocurrencies play a role in the monetary policy? We will explore the implications of this statement and also find out what it could mean for Bitcoin's future trajectory. And then we'll also pivot over to a man who's no stranger to shaking things up, Elon Musk. There's rumors swirling that he's plotting something big with blockchain. Could this be the game changer that we're waiting for? We're going to dive into the speculation and the possibilities and what this could mean for blockchain technology on a grand scale. With Musk's track record, ignoring this could be a costly mistake. Time is of the essence in crypto, and every moment that you're not informed is another moment that you're behind. The market waits for no one, and with these developments, you need to act fast. Whether it's investing in XRP, understanding the ECB stance, or bracing for Elon Musk's next move, your decisions today will shape your portfolio tomorrow. And of course, there is more. If you stick with us until the end, you'll get an exclusive sneak peek at our crypto community, Altcoin Pro. This isn't just another platform, it's your gateway to advanced trading insights, community wisdom, and tools that could put you ahead of the curve. And in fact, we just got back from our first Altcoin Pro in-person meetup that was held in Vegas for the last 5 days. It went spectacular. You're not going to want to miss being a part of this community. And if you're like most people and you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in crypto news like we do on this channel, make sure you subscribe because we bring you that information in a condensed manner. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below.
Hey bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and Mastercard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or Mastercard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated 1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over 7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.
The different use cases between RLUSD and XRP. Maybe can you double click there and explain or summarize how do you see different individual use cases with one and the other?
Yeah, first of all, I think this is important to understand the difference because some misinformation, as back to the tribalism point, some people I think misinterpreted our view. We remain completely committed to the XRP ecosystem for a whole bunch of reasons. It's an incredibly efficient blockchain, and obviously we own a lot of XRP. We are totally committed. As a reminder, XRP is the native token on the XRP ledger. It's required for gas, reserves, accounts ledger. But simply put, XRP is needed to use the XRP ledger. For Ripple and how we use it in our go-to-market as a cross-border payments, we use it as a bridge asset. It's very, very, very fast and nearly free for kind of per transaction basis. And we use it globally, and where currency conversions are less popular, if there's less liquidity, and that way it can complement a stable coin. So moving to the other side, Ripple has used stablecoins for years, and we were using Tether, we were using USDC, and as time went by, we kind of asked ourselves, well, given how we at one point we said publicly we were minting 20% of all USDC, and so we kind of asked ourselves, well, wait a minute, could we participate in this market? And I think, while we probably will still use other technologies at various points, I think we felt like there's a real role for us to play here. And look, stable coins are required for on-chain payments. As more and more assets get tokenized on the XRP ledger, I think stable coins are going to be required. And that's partly evidenced even by the Ondo announcement from earlier today.
If you've been in the news on Twitter, on X, looking and listening to crypto, we know there's a lot of FUD going around about the RLUSD coin. Great job for Brad Garlinghouse clearing that all up for us. So headline number one right now, before we jump into some more breaking news on X, is the fact that European Central Bank president says Bitcoin will not be included in any EU central bank reserves. She says here, reserves are to be liquid. Reserves have to be secure. They have to be safe, and they should not be plagued by money laundering and other criminal activities. So while she's running, she's very similar to what we have going on in the United States with the central bank. Jerome Powell doesn't want to hold Bitcoin. She also does not want to hold Bitcoin, but that's totally fine because check this out. Some countries are using a loophole in the MicroStrategy opportunity because just in, Norway's central bank funds reveals owning $500 million in MicroStrategy shares. So pretty interesting the fact that they're not directly holding Bitcoin yet, and the ECB doesn't want to hold Bitcoin yet, but are they also holding MicroStrategy by chance? Let's dive deeper into this because Christine Lagarde seemed to dismiss concerns that Czechia's central bank would adopt Bitcoin as a reserved asset. Christine Lagarde suggested that the Czech bank was unlikely to approve of adopting Bitcoin as a reserve asset following a conversation with its governor. So she's in there trying to undermine the adoption of Bitcoin into their country's national bank. On January 30th, Lagarde said European Council held the view that reserves of central banks have to be liquid, and she was confident that Bitcoin would never enter the reserve banks under her council. The Czech Central Bank's board voted to explore other asset classes on January 30th for its reserves, but did not specifically mention Bitcoin. But are there actually calls to adopt Bitcoin globally? The number of proposals for countries, not central banks, but countries to establish crypto reserves have definitely begun to increase following Trump's election in 2024. Lawmakers in several states, including Texas, Utah, Illinois, Arizona, have introduced bills or otherwise suggested plans for a Bitcoin stockpile modeled after legislation proposed by the advocacy group Satoshi Action Fund. And the Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, before his appearance at the World Economic Forum, suggested in a blog post that globally policymakers create Bitcoin reserves as hedges against inflation. As of January, El Salvador remains one of the few countries whose government openly announces its intentions to stockpile Bitcoin for a national reserve. So let's see what Lagarde said during her speech.
This matter that you referred to, and whether reserves of central bank should or could include Bitcoins, I think there is a view around the table of the governing council, and most likely the general council as well, that reserves have to be liquid, that reserves have to be secure, that they have to be safe, that they should not be plagued by the suspicion of money laundering or other criminal activities. And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. I had a good conversation with my colleague from the Czech Republic, and I leave it to him to make whatever announcement he wants to make, but I'm confident that he's convinced, as we all are, of the necessity to have liquid, secure, and safe reserves.
So unfortunately, some of the central banks are still hating on Bitcoin. We need mass adoption worldwide for cryptocurrency and blockchain as a whole. Now, on some positive news, the CEO of Securities discusses Ripple and XRP, explaining how tokenized treasuries are transforming the financial landscape and making real-world assets more accessible. And before we go into that video, check this one out here. While everyone else stares into the crypto correction, the total tokenization of real-world assets has jumped from 16 billion to 60 billion. So you can see how slow this was going up with the tokenized assets, and then all of a sudden a super increased spike right here.
Carlos Domingo, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Securities. So I started the company in late 2017. Now that was like kind of the first wave of excitement about tokenization. Crypto was very small when I started the company. It was like a 20 billion industry. Now it's a 2 trillion industry. When blockchain started, I just felt like this should be the same technology layer should be applied to regulated instruments to make them easier to transact, easier to trade, and easier to purchase. So here at Swell, we just had a panel focused on tokenization. What are the kind of asset classes that we think are going to be likely to be tokenized next? Today, treasuries obviously is the largest category. We've been having a relationship with Ripple for many years, so it's great to see how the company has expanded their vision from the initial work they were doing in cross-border payments into many other areas, including tokenization. So we're very excited about a lot of the discussions and potential partnerships that we're discussing with Ripple.
And speaking of Ripple's adoption, XRP's evolution, XRP logged 400 million in DEX volumes in January. We're going to cover that. But first, is Elon Musk plotting the mother of all blockchains? Elon Musk is said to believe that blockchain technology can boost government efficiency. Last week, he reportedly met with representatives of public blockchain to explore the use of distributed digital ledgers in the new Doge, Bloomberg claims. And the reason that he wants to use blockchain is because it will increase government transparency and efficiency. His initiative aims to cut U.S. government spending by potentially $1 to $6 trillion with a T annually. That's every single year by using blockchain to track spending, secure data, make payments, and manage buildings. This exploration includes discussions with representatives from various public blockchains. This initiative has coincided with an 11% surge in Dogecoin's price, which shares the acronym with the department. Although no explicit connections has been confirmed, critics, including Senator Warren, have raised concerns about transparency and potential conflicts of interest within Doge. Would blockchain and the government even make a difference? Boris Bilowitsky, CEO of Layer 1 blockchain Concordium, told Cointelegraph the right chain could certainly help streamline internal networks, revolutionize the government contracting process, and open a pathway to improved international payments and trade finance without going down the route of a central bank digital currency. Musk's recent blockchain discussions were wide-ranging, according to Bloomberg, envisioning multiple use cases for the technology, including tracking federal spending, securing data, making payments, managing buildings. John Jeaton also chimed in, saying moreover, automated payments via smart contracts could be implemented, reducing human error and improving efficiency. Saying, imagine real-time tracking of foreign aid by utilizing smart contracts for automatic release of funds within certain conditions have been met. Major corporation Ernst & Young, a multinational professional services partnership, said the idea is to be able to track the flow of funding and verify the outputs of public investment. Paul Brody went on to say, I think the biggest ROI long-term solution comes from government procurement. Though implementing blockchain for some other uses like document notarization may be easier to do, we already have really compelling use case for smart contracts in private sector procurement. And John Deaton also chimed in saying, it's not the technology that's holding us back. And if you're not familiar, John Deaton, he ran with the Republican Party for U.S. Senate for Massachusetts in 2024, losing to Elizabeth Warren, unfortunately. He says career politicians will likely fight tooth and nail. They don't want public to be able to see how every penny of tax money is being spent. Meanwhile, Estonia has built its entire government infrastructure on blockchain. Over the past decade, Estonia has issued more than 400 million digital signatures, saving 1,400 years of working time and 2% of its annual GDP. And remember, blockchain is more than just crypto and pricing and things of that nature that most people think of when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain. And if you're not understanding the actual depths of what blockchain can do, make sure you go over to bullrunners.com, www.bullrunners.com, and we'll teach you everything that you need to know about the basics of blockchain along with crypto. A project like the one Musk may be exploring by comparison has the potential to supercharge the industry while encouraging more brilliant minds to focus on blockchain solution, said Concordium's Bolowitsky. It's a nonpartisan space with incredible potential to bring people on both sides of the aisle together to push tech forward. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think about running the United States government on a blockchain where you can see everything on a public ledger where government officials, politicians can't hide their secret projects from us? And I know what you've been waiting for, so let's talk about XRP logging 400 million in DEX volume in January. This is huge news because obviously, as you know, for price to go up, we need tons of volume. Swap volumes on XRP Ledger's decentralized exchange DEX crossed the 400 million mark in January as the network gains traction among larger players. The volumes are averaging over $17 million daily this month, with over $1 billion since its launch in 2024. The rapid expansion of the DEX was one of the key reasons that made 2024 one of the most monumental years for Ripple. Since November, the speculative optimism among traders has been that crypto-friendly Trump administration could benefit tokens and products linked to US-based companies such as Ripple and its closely related XRP. XRP Ledger's DEX is built directly into the blockchain's functionality rather than being a separate application or smart contract on top of the blockchain, which is often the case for other blockchain-based DEXs such as Uniswap or PancakeSwap. It uses an order book system where users can place both limit and market orders for XRP and other assets issued on the XRP ledger. These assets can include tokens and IOUs for various currencies or commodities. So very exciting news for XRP holders, Ripple family. If you're into XRP, you want to see as much volume as possibly entering the market, and the DEX has really helped do that for XRP. Jumping over to the XRP charts, we got a couple of really great things happening in the chart today. First and foremost, we got a green dot forming on the Fu Manchu indicator for volume and movement to the upside. If we close this candle as a full body green candle to the upside, this will officially print a green dot above the zero line. The last time we printed a green dot above the zero line, it was here on January 11th, where we saw the rise from $2.35 up to $3.27 and higher. But we did run into that 3-day spider line that we've been tracking on the charts here as well. So as we push up, we're going to run into our next resistance at $3.29 before the next push up to another resistance level of $3.98. And if we go back and track, where does the yellow dotted line come to us from in the history? That was on January 31st, 2018. We are literally at that same exact spot, essentially 8 years later. The next level of resistance that's coming to us to the upside is from the candle of February 20th, 2018. So when we draw a line from back in the history of 2018, we use our previous middleweight high here from 2021 as a fulcrum point and draw that into the future. We can see that these historic levels have become really significant support and resistance levels to the upside. Our red dotted line from January 28th, we are now sitting above that. That is coming to us as a support line now, as we can see from the closed body candles on the weekly. In fact, last week's candle closing on January 20th closed exactly on that level. Now we're pushing to the upside. We have 3 days and 5 hours left in this weekly candle. We've already wicked once and twice into this level here at $3.29. Can we finally close a full body candle above that and then create a support level at this? Once we create this support level here at about $3.30, we can continue our push up into that next level, as I said, from the candle from February 20th, 2018, which gets us to that $4 range for XRP. And an update from what we've been tracking from the channel, we do have the current bull flag poll that comes to us from our most recent push to the upside, from the low of 55 cents to that high that got us $2.90. When we take this flagpole and we draw it out from the breakout line, giving us a current price target of $4.80. If it follows the same exact trajectory, same angle from the previous run to the upside, we could see these highs coming in as soon as February 9th, 2025. And also, when we take a level here and we draw a line from this most recent pullback, creating another bull flag pattern, we have broken out to the upside. So if we take the breakout level to this most recent high that we had on XRP, we can use this also as a target We draw this from this new breakout level. We can take a look at a short-term price point at $4.03 to finish out this bull flag, which also corresponds with our 3-day spider line resistance coming in around that $4 mark.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses through the link below. But I'm not going to talk all about that in this video because we have a lot to cover. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers, because we have a lot to cover with you over the next few minutes in this video to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.